Hello?
Hey folks, Seth here, and welcome to a special TV and Lust Halloween review for Luigi's Mansion for the Nintendo GameCube. In the game, Luigi finds himself in a mansion he won in a contest which he didn't enter, and also on the search for his brother Mario, who's gone missing in that same mansion. When you first start the game, you can't do much other than call out to Mario and hump some furniture, but you'll soon encounter a good spirit, along with the punnily named Professor Gadd. Gadd will quickly hook you up with the equally punny Poltergust 3000 in Game Boy Horror, and after completing a training sequence reverse stolen from 2009's Ghostbusters video game, you're free to explore the mansion to your heart's content, in an extremely linear fashion. When you first start exploring the mansion, all but one room will be locked. After clearing that room of ghosts, the place will brighten up and you'll find yourself with a key that opens up one more room in the mansion. Then you go into that room and clear it of ghosts and get another key. Repeat these steps and you have the core of the game. So get used to seeing this. Alright, that one was a shoe. The Game Boy Horror works as your all-in-one map, money and ghost record keeper, first-person camera, and two-way device with the Professor. If ever you find yourself stuck in the game, chances are the GBH can help you out. There are a few different types of ghosts you'll encounter as you make your way through the game. Small ghosts can be sucked up with your Poltergust like so much dust. Normal ghosts have to first be stunned with your flashlight before becoming vulnerable to your vacuum. And portrait ghosts, which are ghosts escaped from Gadd's personal ghost gallery, involve some sort of trick to capture. Scanning a portrait ghost's heart with the GBH would usually give you some sort of clue on how to capture them. Hey look, you used the word punching bag. I wonder what that could mean. Yeah, not the most difficult puzzles here. And finally, there are ghost bosses, which require a fairly involved battle to capture. Now that I've mentioned all the different types of ghosts, I can oh right, these assholes. Boos appear in rooms after clearing them of other ghosts. Using a blinking light on your Game Boy Horror, you play a game of hot or cold to determine the location of a boo and flush it out. Unlike regular ghosts, boos are barely affected by your vacuum suction, and can also travel through walls to different rooms, sometimes even disappearing into a room which you haven't unlocked yet, which can be kind of annoying. And yeah, that boo's name was Bamboo. 50 boos in the game, and every single one's name is a pun. I swear, it's like Magilla Gorilla wrote the script for this game. Things get mixed up a bit with the addition of element medals. After you find a medal of a certain element, you can then suck up small elemental ghosts and expel their corresponding element from your Poltergust. This is used for some basic puzzle solving as well as to capture certain ghosts. Nearly every single object in the mansion can be searched, letting you uncover hearts to restore your health and, more importantly, money. Money acts as your score in the game, and the more you collect, the better bonus ending you'll get. Which isn't that great of a bonus ending, it's just a single frame of a new mansion built with the money you collect. Still, it gives you something to do other than hunt ghosts, and it's always fun when you discover a large stockpile of loot. Though the game takes place entirely in the mansion and its yards, there are a few unexpected and weird moments that keep things interesting. Is that a Luma? Also, I know I'll take some flack for this, but I think the game can actually be kind of scary. I mean, look at this. Floating ghost baby with creepy music. How is that not absolutely terrifying? There are also some cool Easter eggs and nods to other games. Toads, complete with Super Mario 64 music, hidden throughout the mansion, act as save points. Poison mushrooms from the Japanese Super Mario Bros. 2 occasionally show up and shrink Luigi. And I'm not sure if this is just coincidence, but the 4 main keys in the game are modeled after the suits in a deck of cards, just like in Resident Evil 2. Nintendo even went as far as modeling ghosts after the 7 deadly sins. There's gluttony, pride, creepy upside down sloth, lust, jokey, hefty, and even painter smurf. As a launch title for the GameCube, Nintendo wanted to show off their hardware's capabilities, and the numerous lighting effects and vacuum suction physics are still fairly cool, but the textures definitely aren't the best around. But I think the most impressive aspect of the game is the art style. You'll be hard-pressed to find right angles in the building, and the effect gives the game a great, creepy, Tim Burton-esque feel. Luigi himself also looks great. Nintendo really nailed his look, and, along with impressive yet subtle animation nuances, it really brings his character to life, and his character is great. Whether he's nervously humming through dark corners of the mansion or happily strolling through lit-up rooms, you really get a sense of what makes Luigi unique, something I feel Nintendo has yet to pull off with Mario. There are a good number of good music tracks in the game, but the main track is unbelievably catchy, which may or may not be a bad thing considering how often it's used in the game.
Luigi.
Seriously, try not to whistle this song after playing for a couple of hours. It just isn't possible. Aside from the last boss, which can be downright brutal, the game is fairly easy and very short. Though the rooms you unlock start becoming further away, requiring a decent amount of backtracking to reach, the game really doesn't throw out any curveballs in its structure, which is why I think it works so well within its length. While it can take as little as 5 hours to complete, what's in the game is extremely focused and well put together. Sure, the game could have been a good longer experience if things were constantly changed up, but they're not, so I think the length suits its content perfectly. It's not something you could find endless enjoyment in, but it's a great title to play through once every couple of years. And if you really want to play through more than once in a row, the game does mix up some of the progression after you clear the game once. My only real complaint with the game is that, due to the fixed camera angle, I often found it difficult to tell exactly where I was pointing my Poltergust, resulting in ghosts escaping me and causing me a bit of frustration. Check the game out if you're interested in a solid but short experience. It's also a must-play for any self-respecting Luigi fan.